we think that we've communicated in our head what it is that we feel, see, and want, and yet we haven't said anything. And then you back that up by putting false expectations on people, and now you have a recipe for disaster.
Constructing your life is about much more than just building a bank account. Each week, join mindset coach Austin Linney as he interviews guests who are constructing their dream lives and impacting the world around them on a daily basis. If you're an entrepreneur or wanting to start a business, or you just want to hear motivating stories of how others have overcome the odds, you are in the right place. And now for your host, Austin Linney.
Guys, welcome back. This is Austin Linney with your Friday Rant. I probably said this before. I've probably talked about this at length. Everybody knows that it's my favorite quote. George Bernard Shaw, the single greatest problem with communication is the illusion that has taken place. I'm going to say it again. The single greatest problem with communication is the illusion that has taken place. It's my favorite quote of all time because most situations between business partners, spouses, brothers, sisters, mothers, friends, we think that we've communicated in our head what it is that we feel, see, and want, and yet we haven't said anything. And then you back that up by putting false expectations on people, and now you have a recipe for disaster. We are so worried about being direct and honest and telling people how we feel because they might leave us. They might not talk to us anymore. And the last thing we want is to be left. The last thing we want to do is be alone. We're people that love community. And so we don't articulate the things that we want properly with our vision, with our spouse, with our goals, with our health goals. And we have no idea why we're just kind of like going nowhere. We have no idea why we're just kind of standing in place. We have no idea why we're not getting the things that we want. And we have no idea why there's always issues between spouses, brothers, sisters, business partners. It's because nobody's talking. Everybody's expecting. Everybody's projecting. Everybody's putting false expectations on people because nobody's actually talking. We don't talk anymore as people. We don't say the things that we're supposed to because we've got comfortable of these relationships online where you just DM people or you're an account that doesn't have your real name and you just say whatever you want and nobody knows how to communicate anymore in person. Nobody knows how to articulate what they want in life. Nobody knows how to write down their goals anymore. Nobody knows how to communicate fully on the situation and get all the details because we've become a short-term society. I'm just as guilty as everybody else. But I always ask myself a question. Have I articulated everything that I want done in that situation? And if I haven't, then I'm the one that's in trouble. We're very quick to pass the buck and pass the blame on other people, right? Employers do this all the time with employees. Well, I just don't understand. I just don't understand why they won't do what I say to do. Well, maybe you haven't properly communicated it. Maybe you haven't articulated what the hell is that you actually want. Do you think they're mind readers? You tell people all the time, I'm always here for you and I'm always available. But if you don't reach out and you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to help you? No, we'd rather keep it inside. We'd rather not communicate. We'd rather be upset with that person without them even knowing we're upset because we put false expectations on them, but we didn't communicate anything that we want. We'd rather be upset than heard. We'd rather be upset than get to the bottom of it because that's easier. That emotion is comfortable. We wear upset and anger and false expectations. We wear that like a warm coat. But when we've got to come into the light and we got to be real and we got to be direct and we got to communicate properly, that's sunshine. That's honesty. Ooh, that's scary, scary, scary. So my question to you is, have you communicated in your life everything that you need properly today? And if you haven't, you need to. Hope everyone got some value from this, and we'll see you next time.